I'm talking about the people right now who are in trouble.
And
I just wanted to address the subprime problem for 1 second because, you know, in the media right now it's all doom and gloom and we're all going to die and the earth is going to end and the sky is falling and the subprime lenders. And a subprime lender, just for those who aren't familiar with it, is a lender who makes loans to people generally who have marginal credit and can't afford to go in and get what's called a paper or get a really good loan. So that being the case, these people who have marginal credit borrowed money from the subprime lenders. The subprime lenders are in trouble because the people are in trouble, and so on and so forth.
But that's what got us in trouble in the early 90s.
Right, but the point that I wanted to make is simply that people are under the impression, buyers are under the impression right now that there is no money to be had to buy a home, and that is so not true. Because if the only way lenders make money is by making loans.
Absolutely.
And the reason I mentioned that you had to have decent credit and you had to have a decent income is because if you walk into any bank in the country with decent credit and decent income, you can buy a house. But my point is, you're right.
You don't have to have a decent income, though. You can walk in and get a stated income loan.
Absolutely.
Or no qualifying loan. You do have to have good credit. That's important. You have to have an appraisal that comes in.
Yep.
And so that's what they have to be able to
But the most important thing you have to have is the ability to make your payment. And what it comes down to is, if you don't have the ability to make your payment, you shouldn't buy a house now. It's just, you know, I'm all for flipping. I'm all, not in this particular market, but I mean, I bought, I flipped. I have clients who do it who've made literal fortunes doing it. I'm all for buying and holding. But here's the bottom line, and this is what I say on my radio show. You know, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out if you can't afford to make your payment, you shouldn't buy a house. Conversely,
see, I put that on the homeowner, though. I mean, I think obviously the lender and the agent have to be completely honest with the person about what the payments are and where they're going to go.
Absolutely.
But you know, it's the homeowner's responsibility. I mean, they should be thinking this through, and they should understand.
But a lot of times they're not thinking right. So
and if they have a negative, you know, even if you have a loan that's got a negative, and it's negative means it's going to be tacking on additional money onto your loan. So you have a loan for $200,000, then a year later it might be $207,000 or whatever. You can always pay additional money down. So you can't say, oh, I'm a victim, I didn't know, or, you know, it's not my fault, it just keeps going up and I can't do anything about it. You can pay that additional money.
That's true. And a negative amortization loan, as you said, where you end up owing more every month because your loan does not, your payment does not even cover the full amount of the interest.
Right.
So that's what a neg-am loan is. So that having been said, there are people for whom neg-am loans are perfect, particularly investors who are going to buy a house, hold it for a limited period of time, make improvements, and resell it. No problem. But what scares me is seeing all the people who have been, and guess what? We are three very reputable real estate agents. I am very proud of what I do. I'm very proud of the industry. That having been said, there's some real scumbags out there. And as a result of which...
in any profession.
Exactly.
You know, I never see these scumbags. I keep hearing about them.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Welcome to my world. I'll give you a list.
And how do we get rid of the scumbags?
That's a topic of a whole other show.
But you know, I hear that they're targeting.
Well, thank you.
I hear they target.
That's what you said. She just said on television that I attract scumbags. I would like a moment. No, let me tell you.
Going on in our
the
head
more,
we
no,
are.
that's wrong, and I'll tell you why. In personal life, that's true. You attract what you put out there. But let me tell you what you attract in real estate. If you do a significant amount of business, and the properties that you represent are well priced, you don't just attract the best agents. You attract any agent with a client that wants to come in and make an offer on that home. And in terms of what I attract in business, I see to it, if I possibly can, that my clients' homes are properly priced and well priced when they go on the market. And in terms of what I attract in my personal life, we can talk about that ad nauseum later.